What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to change the battery in an iPhone 5. So, first step is take out the two pentalobe screws in the bottom. One and two. And this is my method for doing it, because the iPhone 5 screens are very tight sitting down on here, and they're a little more difficult to get apart than the 5C is. So I use an X-Acto knife, and when I separate this, you want to separate it right there where I'm pointing at. I'll push down and I'll try and push towards the screen, and then as I twist up like that to get a gap, I'll slide my knife under like that. That's how I do it. You can do it however you want. If you want to use a suction cup or you have another method, go for it. Just remember to not, if it's not coming up, you need to try something else, because you don't want to break this. So I got that side popped out now. I just took my guitar pick and slid it down there. And you also want to slide it like that. And then I always make sure my device is powered down. Okay, we're good. So lift this one up, kind of pull out, and then lift up, 90-degree angle. We're going to take out these 3 screws on this plate. 1, 2, 3. One, two, and our third screw is not magnetic, so once it's out, it's not going to stick. Oh, this one is magnetic. Huh, how about that? Usually, I do not have any luck with it being magnetic, but this plate is going to come out after you get those 3 screws out, so just want to lift it up that way, and then pop it out like that. So it kind of sets down on the left-hand side first, and then it sets all the way down flush after you get the left-hand side in. Then we're going to pop up these 3 connectors. This one is for the front-facing camera, and then the other 2 right here are for the display. I just kind of get under there and twist gently. One. Oh, that one already popped out. Interesting. Okay, so there's that. And then we want to get to the battery, which is going to be right here. You only have to remove this screw and that screw. So this one I'm going to be removing. Right there. And this one. And then this should come out after you get those 2 off. Like that. And then you want to pop your connector off right here. Same way you did the screen. Get in there and just kind of lift up gently. That's the battery. And when you pry on this one, this battery is held on by sticky adhesive. Do not pry from this side, okay? Because the motherboard is right there, and there's some components you can break off doing that side. So only pry from this side. Get under there, right here, and just kind of lift up slowly. This one's going to be really sticky, I can tell. The battery's going to bend, and that's okay, because you're replacing it anyways. As you get to this point, there's going to be a cable right here that runs along the back side of this battery. Stay away from that area, okay? Just pry from basically the halfway point, or maybe a little bit above and down, and that's it. Do not pry up any farther than that. So there's the old battery. So you can see that cable that I'm talking about. It's right there. I guess it's closer to the top. So when you pry in, just try not to hit that cable at all. It's for the volume and the vibrate switch. So there's the old one. Here's our new one. Put away the old one. Let's get the new one in. This adhesive is pretty sticky, so actually instead of using new adhesive, I'm just gonna use the old. I might just replace that piece of adhesive. This is what I use, double back 3M tape. That sounds nice and fancy. Double back 3M tape. All right, here we go. There's my piece of adhesive. That's the only one I'm going to replace because the rest of it's really sticky. So you can go ahead and put your battery in first like that if you want. I'm going to try and plug this in first. Oh, that plugged in weird. Let's see. Okay, that felt better. And then you can stick your battery down. What you want to do is you kind of want to push this down, this cable down the groove. Oh, it came up. It's kind of hard to explain, but you want to fold this cable down so it fits in the groove like that. And obviously you don't want to unplug your battery. See how this one is? This is the old one. There's a little lip or groove folded into it. What we could do is kind of fit it first, bend it in place gently, and then plug it in. There we go, that's much better. And then my cable is kind of tied up right there, so I'm gonna just push that over. I'm gonna hold my battery in place. There we go. Okay, so the battery cable fits along this groove. It has a fold right there, and then it plugs into that connector. And once we're plugged in, you can push our battery down, re-secure it down with that adhesive. Okay. Then we can put our plate back on to cover the battery up, battery connector. Being that this is a new battery, it's probably, well, there's a chance that it's dead, but usually the batteries I buy, they have a little charge to them, so before we snap this all the way together, we can throw the screen on and just temporarily test it, just to make sure the battery's working as it should. So this one's a little tighter fit than the 5C is. So we're gonna put this first one down right there, snap that one down. Make sure that you don't push until you kind of feel it line up. Okay, I don't know if you could hear that, but that snapped down. And then we're gonna do our next connector there. There we go. That's in, and then I'm gonna do a front-facing camera on the side here, which I felt that one go in too. So let's test it. Okay, that's good. That's a good sign. Clean up some of our tools here. All right, and then don't forget before you fully. Oh, it said low battery mode. I wasn't sure if the camera shut off. Before you snap this in place, we got to put that plate back that covers the connectors here. Right there. And but before that, we'll just make sure it's good. Okay, looks like we're good. We got some battery life. Shut that off. And then let's put our plate back. You can see it's thinking. Let's wait till make sure it's fully off first, then before we put this plate back on. I'm thinking. There we go. And it's off. So when we put this plate back in, we're going to put this left side in first. There's a couple little that needs to go into the left side first. So line it up a little bit, push down on this left side to get this to go into place, like so, and then you can kind of hold that down. I know we need to grow a third arm here for things like this. So we got 3 screws to put in. I'm going to do this middle one first. Okay, just did that one. And then I'm gonna do this first one. Like that. And then this last one, which appears to be magnetic, so, oh, I'm almost out of camera. There we go. Okay. Now remember on these iPhone 5s, you gotta snap this top in first. So it goes like that. That motion is what you want to do to get that top in first. And then once it's flush like so, hold that top part in place and just slowly snap the sides down. Okay, it's good to go. Sometimes you'll get it stuck. That's why I don't usually push really hard in case there's a part that sticks, because you can break your screen. So I'm going to put these 2 pentalobe screws back in to finish up the fix. Make sure those are tight there. And there you go, people. That's how you do replacement for an iPhone 5 battery. Thanks for watching.